Natalie Larkin able to win that one away for BRYC, advancing it forward. Shine sends it out left. Driving down that left side, Bukowski lost possession of it. It's cleared out over the side again. A second chance at a deep throw here for Braddock Road. So the last two national champions out of this age group on the same field, opening up group play. Best of the best in this age group and all of these age groups from across the country here in Germantown for the week, hoping to take home one of the national championships that'll be crowned. 7 different age groups, both boys and girls, so 14 national champions walking away from here. Bukowski continuing to try to drive forward, eventually ran out of room, but able to go get it back. Playing it out wide, they come to Larkin now on the right side, leaves it forward into the box. The shot fired on and deflected away. Shine got a clean look at it, but Carpenter was able to get a couple of mitts on it, deflected out wide and to the right. So a corner opportunity coming for BRYC. Natalie Larkin hitting it from the near side. Hops into the center, bounds around outside the 18 and cleared away by Alexis Manoa.
Nicolette, assign numbers. Nick, assign numbers now.
These two are part of Group A in the Under-18 Girls National Championships. The other two teams from Group A playing right now as Cleveland United works towards the middle and the pass, a little bit off target for Manoa. They'll keep it alive though. Corey pops one up towards the keeper, and Cardamone has no trouble with it. BRYC, one of the closest teams, if not the closest team, in this tournament across the board. Fairfax, Virginia, just 32 miles away from Germantown, Maryland. Well, this was not a tough trip to make at all for that bunch.
Come on, Maddie! Come on, Maddie!
Larry Best, the head coach of this Braddock Road bunch, took home a lot of hardware and awards for himself during that championship year of 2012. The Virginia Youth Soccer Association Competitive Soccer Coach of the Year, was the Region 1 Girls Coach of the Year, and the U.S. Youth Soccer Coach of the Year. So a lot of hardware for him in a national championship year. Carpenter comes out to scoop that one away from out in front of Bukowski that time. The through ball intended for Corey, intercepted by Larkin. Mark Raduca, the head coach on the other side for Cleveland United. The club director there up in Ohio. Wasn't that far for them, 350 miles, so not too bad of a road trip for them to make from Cleveland here to Maryland. Germantown, the host for the third time ever of these national championships. Did it in 2002 and 2003, and now back at it here in 2014. It was in Overland Park, Kansas, last year when it was Cleveland United that ended up taking home the national championship.
Well done, White, well done.
This BRYC team, we talk about talent that's out there on the field. They've put together as the club several U.S. Youth Soccer ODP players, and then also several national team players as well, including a couple that are on this team.
Stay there, lads.
Carolyn Baldwin and Kaylee Ryle, part of the U.S. Under-20 Women's World Cup preliminary roster. So there's a reason this BRYC team is making their third straight trip to this national championships.
Take a left, Maddie. They're right, standing here stretching as long as they're in the box.
Yeah, if they're actively stretching, that's fine. Once they're done,
Kelly, bump up a little bit. Kelly,
13 minutes gone by. Scoreless between Cleveland United and Braddock Road.
Kelly, go higher. Kelly, go higher. Kelly!
Two groups, 4 teams in each group. Top 2 teams
Hey!
able to advance onto the semis as a foul committed there against Cleveland United. The challenge of the goalkeeper
Come on, Rachel. Don't let it play short, Lex.
there on the part of Kelly Novak. Novak the one going after it. 14th minute of action.
Nelly, come away from her. Come away from her.
Scoreless. The last 2 national champs at this age group. BRYC winning the Under-16 title in 2012. Cleveland United winning the Under-17 title in 2013. Back now, trying to challenge for the Under-18 title. Both sides with all of their reserves up off the bench, getting loose and stretched out right now. Corner kick coming up for Cleveland United from the near side. Stung into the center and headed away. Not cleared though yet. Cleveland United still with possession of it. Cleared again as the ball approached the 18. Finally taken away on the part of Natalie Larkin.
Go on, Liz. Put out the outside.
Shine working with it, deflected, and trying to get it to Fiegel. Larkin into the center with space. Had her shot blocked by Amadeo, and this one will wind up a little bit wide of the mark to the right.
Rogers, come in. Nicolette, come in towards Maddie.
Head referee in the center calling the foul that time against Braddock Road. So the free kick coming up here for Cleveland United out there in the white uniforms. Braddock Road in the blue. And then a late foul call coming up. The delayed call goes against Natalie Corey of Cleveland United off that free kick. Both sides feeling each other out early on. Both teams played in the National League. Neither one of them played each other, though. Manoa, the shot deflected out wide. Good save made by Cardamone.
Kelly, ask for it. Kelly, come. Mara, getting ball. Strong Paige. Come on, Mars, get in. Kelly.
Fiegel, the one up top running. Pass got through her, though, and all the way back to the keeper.
Hey.
Carpenter will pick that up, and she'll handle it herself.
Quit playing soft in there.
Scoreless, 17 minutes in. Opening game for both of these teams. Group play today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Off on Friday. Semifinals on Saturday. National championship on Sunday.
Paige, organize them.
Bukowski takes the punt from Carpenter and heads the opposite direction with it.
Abby.
Both sides struggling a little bit to connect passes
Don't worry about her.
on the attack.
Go, Abby. Go, Abby. Go, Abby. Go on. Jay, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it.
Around the back line for Braddock Road. Carpenter scrambling out. Will take this one right before Dakota Stevens.
Kelly, go, Kelly, go, Kelly, go, Kelly!
Stevens was the one trying to track that one down right at the 18.
Nally, just tuck in right shoulder. Right shoulder, Nat. Switch up, Nally, right shoulder. Natalie?
A long one, trying to go down the near sideline, headed away. This portion of the match brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer, and the Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. Don't forget, you can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to www.turbosportsgroup.com.
Go, Maddie.
Larkin able to keep the clearance on her side of the field that time for Braddock Road. Off to Shine on the right,
Don't dive.
working towards the center. Moving it back out to the left, Jennifer Boyles. Over to the far left side, this is Bukowski, has it taken away.
Can you take that link controller off of that ghost camera?
Abby's there. Abby's there.
On the move, two players there trying to throw it to the right side.
Natalie.
Alinsky with it. Deep throw coming in as a little bit of rain starts to fall just as the sun had come out and goes away. And rain starting to drop a little bit here at the Maryland SoccerPlex. The touch unable to be handled on the far side, goes over the sideline. So it'll belong back to BRYC. 21st minute of action. Stephen Williams here with you in Germantown, Maryland. Opening game of group play for this Under-18 Girls National Championships.
James, you ready?
Go on, Emily.
Emily Rogers gives it up on the pass. Working at midfield, given away again. This time taken by J.C. Brown to get possession back for Cleveland United.
Hey, Chase.
Played forward. Alinsky trying to track it down. Will earn the corner for Cleveland United. So they'll get a scoring opportunity here in the 22nd minute. Moving into the 23rd minute. Corner kick coming up. Alexis Manoa over there ready to hit it. A sub will come on first for Cleveland United before that happens. Sila Perez will head out there. Natalie Corey will be the one that she replaces. Manoa from the far side. Hits it with the right foot. Punched up into the air and out over the goal line by the keeper, Cardamone.
Chase, we're okay, man. Just go.
So a second opportunity at it for Manoa. So here's a second chance for Cleveland United. This one a lower opportunity. And you're going to get a third chance at this one. That one deflected out by Shine. So 3 straight corner opportunities. Manoa hits her third one. This time headed away, but it'll end up on the foot of Ernfeld. She'll strike one, but that one's well high over the crossbar. So 3 opportunities there at the corner. None of them come back and end up in the net for Cleveland United. Still scoreless. 24 minutes in. Sila Perez on the move now. Into the left side of the box. Cut off and shielded off. And now I think they're going to say Perez committed the foul from behind. So a nice job of defending there from this BRYC team. Manoa with it now, trying to center it up. Right at Claire Robbins, though, the center back. Neither team getting many looks at the net at the moment. Both sides' defense doing a little bit better job than the respective offense. They're going to back up Ernfeld as she started charging forward to toss that one in. Be a second straight throw. Ernfeld will walk up in front of her own bench to toss this one in. Going for Perez, couldn't touch it to herself though. Rain was short-lived here in Germantown. Sprinkled for just a moment. No longer doing so. Just enough to have the temperature go down just a little bit for them here. Carpenter came out to pick that one up. Long over the top pass, connects. Shine down there, tries to play one back. But in the foot race, Kelly Novak, the one that wins the race to the ball and starts the counter opportunity here for Cleveland United. Alinsky centers it up. Manoa can't control the touch to herself, and it's cleared over the goal line for a corner kick coming up. See Alinsky driving, Manoa wide open in that center, nobody marking her. If she's able to control the touch to herself, it's a clean look at the net. Could not control the touch, and therefore it was cleared out, and here comes another corner opportunity. And Manoa the one to the near side to hit it. She'll swing it into the center. Headed away. Elise Branton ahead on that one to get it out. Ernfeld hits it to the backside of the box. It's loose in there. It's still loose and finally cleared away at the last moment. Rachel Moore, the last line of defense. The goalkeeper off her mark. And Moore is the one who stepped in and kept that one from going in. Looked like Novak was going to be able to tuck one in, but Moore was standing in her way. Take a look at this ball getting loose in the box. Novak there. Tried to go right side with it. Deflected off the defender, past the keeper. And then it was just Novak and Moore left. And Moore was the one able to keep it out of the net. Manoa will come off. Catherine Zahler will be the one that comes on in her place. Ball spent a lot of time in the Cleveland United end here of late. Still there right now. This one chipped up right outside the net. Zahler with it now as it drifted out to the left side. Drops it back and it's intercepted. Ernfeld came back to keep it on her side and the offside flag put up. The offside flag will be put down though, as it was cleared away from the zone. Again, the ball just hanging out right now at the 18 for Cleveland United. Boyles will get it away from there now and get it across midfield. Fiegel able to work around a defender. Not able to get through the second though. Second defender took it away. Ernfeld kept it in play down the sideline, but too tall for Perez. Fiegel comes off for Braddock Road. Christiana Myers comes on in place of her. Myers seeing her first action. Each side 7 subs per half. That's what's allotted for them here. Larkin, a good run going. Finally works it all the way up to Myers. Setting up the attack here for Braddock Road. Into the center, nobody there. A missed clearance for a second. And now we have a foul coming up against Cleveland United. That one will go on J.C. Brown, and this is going to be right outside the box. It looked like Larkin was trying to go get that. Number 10 trying to shield off. Brown trying to box her out, and the head referee hit her with the foul. So this one coming just a few yards outside the 18. Four-person wall, a couple of offensive players shielding this one off. They set it up. Run the set play they wanted, but the shot is scooted past the net down to the left. So nothing happens there off the set piece for Braddock Road. This portion of the match brought to you by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer, Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. They get this one through, but the offside flag is up. Catherine Zahler out in front. The flag thrown up in plenty of time, signaling the offsides and stopping the attacking chance. To the near side. This is Shine with it. Gets around one defender inside the box now. Surveying and bangs it off the leg of Grissinger and earns the corner. You see the fans marking the hill across the way. Again, this Braddock Road bunch from Fairfax in Virginia, just 30 miles away, so you'd think they'd be a good bunch here supporting the ladies in blue. The corner kick sneaks through the opposite side, and it's cleared away by Brown on the slide.
Easy, Cat. Where are you going?
34th minute of action here on the Maryland SoccerPlex. The U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships here in Germantown, Maryland. Stephen Williams with you here at Field 17. Cleveland United, the defending national champs at this age group. And the Braddock Road bunch out of Fairfax, Virginia. National champions from 2 years ago. Sub coming on for Braddock Road. Charlotte Highland comes off. Allison Hartman, the one that comes on in her place. So both sides using some of the fresh legs that they have on their bench. Both sides with plenty of reserves to go to.
Cat, Abby, switch sides. Switch. Abby, come high.
Foul up the back that time by Bukowski. Olinsky trying to play that one with the head. Bukowski climbing up the back. Hit with the foul.
Paige, can you find it? Can you go to it? Jay, can you work off of what Paige does?
Coming down the right side. Amadio crosses beyond the back post. Touched back into the center. And the shot attempt by Novak deflected. Had a good look at it for a moment. Defender stepped in the way to deflect it off. A couple of times now that a defender has gotten in the way of a clean look that Cleveland United had at the net. Bukowski able to clear it away as we hit 36th minute of action. 45-minute halves plus stoppage time.
Step in with that. Step in with that.
Cleveland United's coming up on a throw, but a sub coming on for Braddock Road before that happens. Kylie McCarthy was set to come in. They started to wave her in and then kept her off, and instead Cleveland United works it down the field and will earn a corner kick. Cardamone couldn't keep that one in play. The referee on the far side threw his flag up, signaling that it had gone over the line. Now the sub will be made as Stevens will come off. So yet another Cleveland United corner kick coming up.
Hey, you two, be creative in what you're doing here.
They go short corner this time, trying to play it back into the corner, but the pass was off the mark, and it turns into a goal kick. So both teams trying some different stuff off set pieces. They haven't worked yet. Played forward, Perez now in the center of the field. Tried to play it off, that time to Zahler. The two of them didn't connect on it though. A little miscommunication. They get it right back though on a throw. Ernfelt trying to toss it into Perez. The throw was too hard though, out of her reach. One back by Novak, trying to dribble into the box. Has it near the end line. Drops it off. It's still loose, just feet in front of the net. Still loose, and finally it goes into the left side of the net. So Cleveland United will strike first here in the 39th minute of action. Finally able to get on the board, J.C. Brown. Able to get that one after the ball was loose in front of the net. So Cleveland United on the board first. And they hold a 1-0 edge late here in the first half. Alinsky on the right side. (1-0) Cleveland United. That's been the final score of the two matches we've had on this field so far today. Both of those under-18 boys contests. Cleveland United set to send on Maddie Kresovich. She'll come on in place of Madeline Novak. This is Zahler trying to center. It stepped out of there by that back line. Played out wide, right back into the center and headed away. Emily Rogers racing to go save that one. Gets it off to Alinsky in the corner towards the goal. And grabbed out of there by Cardamone, the keeper. Comes up to snag it. .41st minute now. Cleveland United still holding on to that 1-0 edge. Moore goes forward, trying to get it to McCarthy. Had it stopped before she could do so. Another sub coming on for the bunch from Cleveland. Katie Bainbridge coming in place of Novak. So Mark Raduca able to use most of his bench so far to this point. Get the 7 subs per half. It's early in the week. You have a 1-goal advantage. Chance to get some rested legs. Just a couple of minutes left here before we get to added time in half number 1. They get about a 15-minute break at half, and then right back at it. This one forward, a race to the ball, and the race won by Carpenter coming out of the net. Shine was giving it a run. Wasn't the first one to get there, though. Back. 39th minute goal by J.C. Brown. The difference in this one so far. Cleveland United, a 1-0 lead. Approaching halftime. Nice job stepping in that time by Kresovic. Takes it right off the foot. And now an attack going the other way. This is Alinsky. Alinsky trying to finish, and the goalkeeper comes out to take it right off her foot. Cardamone slides right in, rips it right off the foot of Alinsky, and it's headed the opposite way. Larkin trying to set up the counter. Myers going now to McCarthy. Celo Perez doing a good job shielding off McCarthy, though, in the corner, and it'll go out over the goal line. A dangerous situation, though, that time for BRYC defensively. Had Alinsky in the open field. Cardamone gambled, came out, and on the slide, able to take it right off her foot.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Another one deep in there. Shine going to get it. Could not get to it, though, before Carpenter did. Shine's made some good runs at it. Doesn't have anything to show for it just yet. Ernfeld. Had the throw there. Now Bainbridge drops it forward. Zahler into the center. Alinsky connected on the header, but it was out wide. High and off to the left as we close in on stoppage time. One minute of stoppage time going to be added here to the end of this first half. BRYC looking for the equalizer here in the final stages. We had a stoppage time goal in the match right before this, although that one came in a scoreless game in the stoppage time at the end of the second half. Stoppage time goal for Santa Clara Sporting. Gave them a victory over GSA Premier out of Atlanta. Lost a shoe there on that clearance. Bukowski with the clearance. The shoe came flying off with it, and then the whistle sounds, and that'll send us to the halftime break. So a matchup of your last two national champions from this age group. Cleveland United, a 1-0 lead over BRYC, the Braddock Road Club out of Fairfax, Virginia. It was a goal in the 39th minute by J.C. Brown that finally netted the Cleveland United goal that they've been looking for. So these two will get 15 minutes or so as a break and get set for the final 45 minutes of this contest. This broadcast is brought to you in part by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of USU Soccer and the presenting sponsor of the national championships. Nike, the official supplier of USU Soccer. Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of USU Soccer. The Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the national championships. Don't forget you can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to www.turbosportsgroup.com. Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of USU Soccer. Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of USU Soccer. The Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pins supplier of US Youth Soccer. NSCAA, a proud partner of US Youth Soccer. And MLS. US Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. You're watching coverage of the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard. We'll be back from the Maryland Soccer Complex with more, including first half highlights, right after the break.
Now you go to the BRYC thing?
Well, she didn't see it at first, and then it got really clear all the way to the half line, and it was like one-on-one. I was like,
The reason why I went up really early is because they were both running really fast into it. And they were like two other times where they were rough, but there wasn't any good collisions. I saw you once, and then you went and did the goal kick.
okay, you didn't have a ball, and then you stopped.
Yeah.
I'm like,
When I went to give it, we don't have a hotspot. We have the iPad, and they said we'll bring it out. They never brought it out.
Yeah, that's what we thought it was. Okay, so now you're gonna have 2 more coming.
Outside back to the exact same. Started you okay? Yep. Page 2 good enough? Okay. Page of hold, JC Kelly attacking, 3 across the front with the right central. Natalie and
Oh, is that?
yeah.
Who's that?
Is it Eddie Johnson?
Good.
I forget now.
Eddie just got straightened out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's really low.
Scored like 3 goals and 2 on PK.
Yeah. I went to the last game at our place.
Feels like so bad.
Oh, there's an
Yeah, they won. They won. No, yeah, they won 3-1.
It feels like almost 3.
Eddie hit the cross bar.
You guys don't want 15 minutes?
Where are we at? I didn't stop my watch to start playing. I didn't want to play. You guys want 15 minutes. This is our second game. Is it really? Already? What time is your first meeting in?
Yeah. You don't like sleep.
Well, we got done with our meeting at 10 p.m.
Don't you have to be here anyway in the morning?
No.
Really? Oh, okay.
Good team.
We had a Q&A with a guy.
Stephen Williams back here with you at the Maryland SoccerPlex. 18 and under girls National Championships here at the 2014 Youth Soccer National Championships. Some highlights for you in the first half. In the 31st minute, that shot wide out to the right, a set-piece opportunity that wasn't there for BRYC. In the 38th minute, a deflected ball on a save kept alive off to the right, and it was J.C. Brown who was able to deposit it into the left side to give us a 1-0 score. It looked like we had a chance at 2-0 when Alinsky there went for the breakaway opportunity, but Cardamone, the goalkeeper, came out, was able to slide and take that one right off of her foot and keep this at just a 1-0 game. That's where we stand. Cleveland United in the all-white uniforms out there with the lead, the defending national champs. They're out there taking on the national champs from this age group from 2 years ago in Braddock Road, BRYC, as they abbreviate themselves, out of Fairfax, Virginia, out there in the blue uniforms with the white sleeves and the white numerals. BRYC with the opening possession. On the second half kickoff, we'll be working right to left as you and I are looking at it. Cleveland United left to right. Change in goal for BRYC here to start the second half. Madison Card out there as the goalkeeper wearing the all yellow for Braddock Road. So she'll come in and work as the goalkeeper in place of Christina Cardamone, who played the first 45 minutes, allowed the lone goal of this contest. Referee's getting everything checked out. There's your whistle, and we're ready to go in this second half. Cleveland United holding on to a 1-0 lead, but 45 minutes to play against a very good BRYC team. New goalkeeper as well on the other side.
Abby, sit up, sit up. Go on now, Abs, cut out the outside. Cut out the outside.
Goalkeeper on the other side, Kaylee Pictionary. Goalkeeper for Cleveland United, so both of these teams confident in the other goalkeeper. So a clean sheet for the first half for Alexis Carpenter. Now Pictionary works the second half.
Pick it up, Jay. Go on, Ab, make her take a touch.
That went too far out in front for Alinsky on the near side. Played back, forcing Card to do a little work in the opening minute and a half so far. And now a throw coming up for Cleveland United. Listening in to some of the things that were said in their team huddle at halftime, talking about how they didn't feel like they were ready to play in the first 20 to 25 minutes. Weren't quite all the way there. Everything's starting to click together now for them after the last 20 minutes of the first half. Able to take the lead, had other good scoring chances. See what it turns into here in the second half.
Open, Jay, open. Abby. Narrow, not narrow, Jay.
Brown not able to get the ball through. She owns the only goal of this contest.
Let them ref. Hey, Jay, just wait a little bit, be patient, and just slide Abby in on that one, right? Early into Abs, go.
Throw coming up belonged to Emily Rogers of Cleveland United. Right in front of the BRYC bench. On the move now, the counterattack. 2-on-3 going at the moment. Shine trying to work it down the field for BRYC, but Grissinger came up from the center back spot and just sprayed it out of bounds right off her foot. Maryland SoccerPlex here in Germantown, Maryland, at a half hour outside Washington, D.C., a half hour outside Baltimore. perfect place for this to be hosted with the number of fields they have here on site. A variety of fields for them, too. There's a tennisplex when you first drive in with big domes that they play under. There's also a sign for a cricket field on the complex as well. So plenty of stuff to go along with more than 20 soccer fields that's here. There's this Manoa one-on-one with the keeper. The shot was high and wide right.
Lex, you've got to cut out this cute shit today. You understand? No flicks, no chips. Be creative, take her on there.
Alexis Manoa getting some words of instruction. Head coach Mark Raduca not happy with how she went after that one. There she was, one-on-one with the keeper, and just tried to chip it up and around her. Coach Raduca wanting her to go right at her. Take a harder shot. (1-0) Cleveland United, and a chance for more. Alinsky misses her shot. Wide left that time with the left foot. BRYC fortunate at the moment. This is just 1-0. Giving away opportunities. Setting them up for Cleveland United. Cleveland United not able to finish them off, though. So it stays a 1-0 contest as they are forcing Madison Card to work an awful lot here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. One more game left to be played on this field today, and all the fields. 8, 10, 12, and 2, the times for pool play across the board. We will get set for Group B play inside this Under-18 Girls National Championships.
Go on, M's here. Good, man, good. Hey, come on, Cal.
Trying to run it down. Able to keep it in play that time was Emily Rogers. A good individual effort to get to that one and curl it back inside the sideline. Didn't turn anything into anything for them just yet, but a good effort to keep that ball in play. Our next game scheduled to start at 2 as Alinsky gets going again, drops it off. Novak can't get a shot off before it's cleared. Cleveland United, of course, the defending national champs. The team they beat in last year's national championship will be on this field next. Match Fit beat out of New Jersey. Lost to Cleveland United in last year's national championship, and they will be on this field next against the Gretna Prima team out of just outside of Omaha, Nebraska. That Gretna team was the team that benefited from Cleveland United winning both the region and finishing in second in the National League. So Gretna was able to get the region runner-up bid. Chipped away from out in front of the net. Kept alive, though, inside the 18. Brown with a good slide tackle keeps it alive, and there's a shot put on by Novak. That was deflected out wide right, and a corner kick coming up. So the opportunities coming in waves right now for Cleveland United. Novak had a good look at it. Deflected out just wide, though. They'll go short corner with nobody home. Chip towards the net and headed away. Cleveland United trying to take advantage of a BRYC team that wasn't in position defensively, and now Braddock Road called for the foul. And it'll give Cleveland United a free kick coming up from that far side.
Well done, Emily.
Manoa, the one, getting set to take this free kick from the left side. Pops it up into the center. It's punched away and then flicked out. Still not out of the clear, though, yet. Brown kept it alive. Perez rolled it, and it ends up right in the hands of the goalkeeper, Card. So we've played just over 8 minutes in this second half, and already Madison Card has been forced to do a ton of work. Clearance high up into the air by Branton. Doesn't clear the zone. Brown chips it forward. Couldn't connect that time with Alinsky. So again, Card has it in her hands. She's had it there a lot to start this half. Big contact right there at midfield. Cleveland United bunch looking for a foul call that they don't get.
That's us. Well done. That's a foul. Come on. Some player safety there, huh? Well, we got to the ball first, though. Half to the south. Let's help the south. Go on, Jake. Go on, Jake. Go on, Jake.
Chipped out, and they're going to say last touched on the part of BRYC, so it'll belong back into the hands of Cleveland United. J.C. Brown, her goal in the 39th minute. Brown, who has it now. The one that separates these two teams is the offside flag put up against Novak, who was charging forward, got beyond the back line. Brown, off a deflection on a save, put the rebound back in. And is the difference right now in a 1-0 game. This is Fiegel crossing all the way across the net and over the sideline. Nobody touched it. It got through all the way across. And it'll be a throw from deep in the defensive territory for Cleveland United. That's the first time that Braddock Road has been able to really threaten it all in this second half. Long throw gets over everybody, and the race will be won by Branton to the ball.
Lex, take the space she's going to give you. Lex, go to that pocket she's giving you.
Kept alive by Boyles. Trying to set up the attack. A little miscommunication. Winds up with Larkin. She'll fire, but an easy save made. Head high by Pictionary. Long punt that time by the goalkeeper. Winds up all the way on the other end on one touch. In her counterpart's hands. Right on the sideline. Another foul coming up. This one on Alinsky. Referee telling her that's enough. No more of that. Mishandled touch that time by Amadio. Gives it back to BRYC. Dropping it forward, but nobody on the run. McCarthy the closest one to it, but wasn't making a run for the net. 1-0. 58th minute of action. This portion of the game brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer, and the presenting sponsor of the national championships. Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Throw belongs to BRYC. Coming up on the far sideline, Stephen Williams here with you at the Maryland SoccerPlex.
Abby, back to 24.
Ryan Brown, our producer here at Field 17, along with our guys in the stands. James Gunn, Jeff Watson, out there in the sun now that's come out, operating the cameras for us. Showing you all the great shots here from Germantown, Maryland.
Drop it wide, Abby. Slow down. Pace, please. That's all right. Slow down, lady.
Slide tackle, takes that one out. Bukowski puts it over by our own bench. So a Cleveland United throw.
Kelly, work off the legs. Come on, Blue, let's go.
Closing in on the 60th minute of action. Temperature again rising here in Germantown. Been a game of changing weather conditions so far in this one. Good pass forward. They connect another one, Fiegel, and finally Perez able to thwart the opportunity. A couple of connected passes in a row. Had a chance, but Perez made a good play on that back line. The cross deflected and then cleared by Perez. Brown wins the ball back right at midfield for Cleveland United. Offside flag up, as Manoa way too far out in front of that back line there on the quick change of possession. Fiegel with it now, working to the near side. Defended well by Perez, and Fiegel knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick coming up for Pictionary. Couple of players grabbing water on the sideline while we wait for Pictionary to track down the ball that went down the hill. Parking lot off to one end of this place, but off to the left side of your screen behind that field. Just completely falls off down the hill over there. So a ball that gets beyond the goal can roll for a little while. Foul coming up against BRYC on their end, setting up a free kick opportunity here for Cleveland United. And now Cleveland United will return the favor, a foul on the opposite side.
Abby, drop in, Abby. Okay, watch her. Kelly, come to her. Come to her, Cal. Go, Kelly, go.
This one will wind up all the way into the box, and Card will pick it up. Cleveland United still holding on. There's even a little golf happening off in the distance. Look at that. A little bit of everything here at the Maryland SoccerPlex. This one coming right at us. Up the hill. Bukowski set to throw it in, trying to get a sub. See some of the college coaches that are taking in the action. Down the right side over there, bunch of interested coaches watching these girls, these young ladies play, especially this Under-18 bunch. It's right around the right time for them to be getting ready to head off to school or getting ready to find a school to play for. Also a long, long list of coaches that planned on being in attendance at this place. Zahler out there on that sub as Manoa sat down. A lot of interested coaches as well here watching maybe their committed athletes, especially between these two teams with that laundry list of where these players have already committed to going. A lot of coaches keeping an eye on how the summers are going for the girls that may be coming into their program in the next month. 1-0 still, Cleveland United out in front. A goal back in minute number 39 by J.C. Brown off a rebound. Has set it up for us again at 1-0. Got to get everything fixed up. There's Brown right there. She has the only goal of this match. Set up by another shot that was saved, and she was able to be there to put the rebound in. Sets up that pass right there for Rogers, who leaves it forward for Alinsky, but they're going to say she was offsides. Couldn't have been offsides by much there. The two people were quite close. A lot of room to work here as Robbins was dribbling forward. The long forward pass, though, all the way down into the box. Fissionary has not been too busy down there since she subbed in at the break. Alexis Carpenter put a 0 on the board through 45 minutes. Fissionary trying to match it. Fissionary, though, has shown that she can punt it a long way. Fissionary, one of the 5 players on this Cleveland United team that are headed to the University of Cincinnati. Team off in the distance, getting set to head to this field when this is done. But one more game left to be played on this field today. The national runners-up from last year, Match Fit out of New Jersey, and then Gretna Prima out of Omaha, Nebraska, just outside of Omaha. Alinsky takes a hard fall right in the center of the field. They play on. Zahler with good on-ball defending there, forced Bukowski to play it back to the goalkeeper. 67th minute now. Still a 1-0 contest. Nothing happening so far in this second half, and there's a turnover. Zahler on the move now, into the box, drops it off, and Novak just wide right. Set up perfectly. Novak just missed a little bit off to the right. Outstanding job by Zahler to come up with the interception and then set up the perfect pass. Just couldn't quite find the back of the net with it. So again, it stays a 1-0 contest. So still, just one shot is all Braddock Road needs. Will they get a shot at one here? This is Shine. Has it taken away, though. Larkin. Off to Fiegel. Fiegel trying to cross, the right idea, but there's no one there. Made a good pass out of it, but nobody was there. to finish it off. A race to the corner. Alinsky able to keep it in play, and now the flag will come up, and they're going to say a goal kick as Alinsky touched it last. Here's that play. Watch the setup. Zahler just inside the 18. The perfect cross puts it right on the left foot of Novak. Hit it well, but a couple feet wide of the mark. Substitution coming for Cleveland United. Natalie Corey will come off. Maddie Kresevich will come on. Wind picking up now. We continue to get the ever-changing weather conditions. Hot to mild, overcast to sunny, and back to cloudy again. 70th minute now, down to about 20 minutes left for this BRYC team to try to get the equalizing goal. We have not had one of those on this field today in the first 2.5 matches. 1-0 results in each of the first two, and we're 1-0 here in this one. Larkin trying to do her best to dribble it down the field. She's done this well so far today and able to get it past Rogers. Working into the box, still with it. Still has possession of it. And finally, they're going to say a corner kick coming up for BRYC. So good effort that time by Larkin. A nice job to dribble that one around for a while. Dribble around a bunch of defenders and earn this corner kick for her side. This is Dakota Stevens from the near corner. Loose in the box, hit off the leg, it looked like, of Moore, but going the wrong direction. Now Zahler has 2-on-2 numbers. Novak out wide left, and Zahler trying to win a foot race with Bukowski. And Bukowski with a strong on-ball defensive move. Able to win it away. That was a 2-on-2 there for Cleveland United. It was taken right away. Here's Larkin again with plenty of room to work in the middle of the field. Alinsky trying to track her down. Brown tipped that one on the forward pass and tipped it right to the goalkeeper, Piscineri. Sub coming on for BRYC. Allison Hartman in, Olivia Fiegel. Actually, check that. It'll be Stevens that will come off in her place. This portion of the match brought to you by Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of US Youth Soccer, and Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of US Youth Soccer. So Hartman for Stevens there for Braddock Road, trailing 1-0. Trying to set up Zahler. The pass didn't get far enough over the top. Played out in front. Alinsky trying to track it down again fighting with Robbins to get there. Alinsky couldn't get to it. Branton dribbling forward, weaving her way through players. They drop it off to the right side. The shot deflected, turns into a corner. McCarthy the one that fired the shot. Defender stepped in the way, and it earns a corner again for Brannock Road, searching for that one ball that finds the net. That's all they need at the moment, just one to get in, and this game will be all knotted up. Towards the back of the 18, it's cleared away. Larkin will fire, and it's picked up with no problem by Pictionary. Larkin's played well today. They just haven't been able to get anything on the board yet. Long run now, Alinsky. Down there with Kresovich. Kresovich trying to dribble in, had it cleared away. Novak retreating to get this one. And it looks like they kicked at the same time. Novak a little ginger on that right leg. Foul called against BRYC, so it'll be back into the hands of Cleveland United on the free kick.
Hold.
1-0, 76th minute now. Cleveland United making that goal from the 39th minute stand up. Moore on the move now. Dribbles around Brown, still dribbling. Gets inside the 18. Has it deflected away from there, and Perez will clear. So Moore went as far as she could go, and then the defender stepped in and took it away. Good spin and turn, the fire, the shot from the corner of the box. Wide to the right. Novak with another good rip at one, but a little bit wide of the mark. Sub coming on for Cleveland United. Julie Lecoq. Will come on for the first time. Zaylor will be the one that comes off. Fiegel rips from long distance. A little bit wide of the left side. A nice job that time by Pictionary to get to the post, see it out wide, and not even force yourself to make a save. BRYC going back to the substitutions. Coming off is McCarthy. On is Kelsey Kiley. Kiley, first time she stepped onto the field. Ernfeld popped that one up into the air, deflected around, and winds up back with Boyles. 4 players forward for Braddock Road. Shine drops it back, adds Moore to the mix. Moore will rip from long distance, and that one's just high over the crossbar. So the last few shots for Braddock Road have all come from a long distance away. Fired now on several occasions from around the 30 to 35 yard mark. See how far out Moore was there, and that ball's several feet too tall. Foul against Braddock Road. It's been 40 game minutes since J.C. Brown scored the only goal of this match. And so far, so good for Cleveland United. And they add one more. There is Novak, who finally is able to finish one off. Had plenty of opportunities and made the third one count and missed a couple off to the right. The third one, though, goes back of the net, dead center. And Cleveland United holds a 2-0 lead. So 2-0. As Novak deposits one in. J.C. Brown will sit down for Cleveland United after the goal. Katie Bainbridge will come on in her place. First time today in 3 matches we've had here at Field 17, we've seen a 2-goal advantage. And Novak able to take that one away now. So now the rally has to be fast and furious over the next 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Here for BRYC. Down 2 goals, in danger of giving up the 3 points. Here's a rip at the net, knuckling towards the net, and that time Piscineri able to handle it cleanly on the dive. Under 10 minutes to go before added time. Cleveland United trying to defend its national championship and off to a good start so far. That one off the post and deflects into the net. Alinsky adds one to the tally. So 2 goals in a matter of about 90 seconds for Cleveland United as you watch Alinsky with a tough angle deflected by the goalkeeper off the inside of the post and into the net. So make it 3-0 Cleveland United now as they have all but wrapped up their opening contest. Couple of subs ready to check in for Cleveland United. Alyssa Lisi will come on for the first time. Madeline Novak will go back in. Kelly Novak gets a chance to sit down, as does Alinsky. Here's the goal, the second one from earlier. Novak able to get it, a good touch to herself, and then just a rocket right into the center of the net. Novak headed off eventually to the University of Kentucky. So I'm sure they would like to see that more often. Novak had a chance to really stretch this one out as well. Had a couple of clean looks at the net, missed a couple of them just wide to the right. Didn't miss that last one though, hit it with everything. Buried it in the center. 3-0, Cleveland United in front. Looking to pick up 3 points here in their opening game of group play. This battle of the last 2 national champions at this age group. It's been all Cleveland United in this one. BRYC kept it at 1-0 for as long as they could, but you knew at some point Cleveland United would likely start finishing chances off, and they've done just that. Again, don't go anywhere once this one is over with. More Under-18 girls group play coming up here from Field 17. The runner-up in last year's national championship to Cleveland United, as the referees start to make their way in here for that one. Match Fit out of New Jersey getting set to take the field, hoping to do one game better than they did last year. That would mean they're taking home the championship trophy. They'll take the field against Gretna Prima, coming out of that same region as Cleveland United did. Haley Norland just subbed on for BRYC as well, as Cleveland United continues to attack. Some of their other players, their reserves out there, getting their opportunity now, as Lisi keeps possession alive for Cleveland United down in the corner. Another sub coming on. Amy Lutgus subbing in for the first time as we approach the 85-minute mark. Looking towards the rest of group play. Tomorrow, again, these teams will be in action at the noon hour. Cleveland United will be taking on Beadling Soccer Club out of Pennsylvania. That'll be over on Field 3, and then on Field 14, this Braddock Road bunch will take on the Players Soccer Club Elite out of Nevada. That'll be their second game, and then all of the Group A and Group B teams from the Under-18 girls tournament will play at 2 o'clock in pool play on Thursday. All of them playing at the same time, 4 separate fields. This is the only time we'll see either of these teams on Field 17. Again, the warm-ups continue out there beyond the crowd. BRYC continuing to attack. Fiegel had it taken away, though. It's Cleveland United bunch coming at you in waves. Novak was the one that took it away, given back now. Moore has it in the center circle. The cross is intercepted, and the Cleveland United coaching staff asking to slow it down a little bit. Approaching the 88th minute of action. Goals in the 39th, 80th, and 81st minutes, as we have an overhead viewer as well. (3-0) Cleveland United on their way to 3 points, and will at the very least be sitting in a tie atop the Group A standings when the day ends, depending on how the result goes over on Field 10 right now between the other two members of Group A. You never get the chance to watch a team from your group play during the round-robin portion because you're always playing at the exact same time. If you want to stick around after the first 2 days or before, depending on which group you're in, you can watch the other group play, but you never get to see anyone inside your group. Clock ticking away on this third game of the day here at Field 17.
Well, he'll fall the bench. You fall as the players shaking hands out there.
Cleveland United doing a nice job here in the final minutes, connecting their passes, hanging on to possession. Doing a good job of helping salt this game away. 90th minute of action now, and then we'll get to stoppage time. And then wrap up game number 3 and get yourself set for the fourth and final game of this opening day of the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships.
What number? 10-4. Copy that. Roger that.
One minute of added time tacked on to the 90. So the same amount that they put up. (3-0) Cleveland United. On its way to a 1-0 start in this 2014 National Championships. Getting set to pick up 3 points in group play before they take on the Beadling Soccer Club out of Pennsylvania tomorrow at noon. Referee's whistle now, all that's standing between them and a 1-0 start to this championships. For BRYC, it's now an uphill climb, trying to pick up the points necessary. Again, the top 2 from each group will advance and move on to the semifinals on Saturday as the whistle sequence blows to blow this match dead and put your final score at 3-0 in favor of Cleveland United. So this team came in as the defending national champs, matching up with a team that was the defending champs 2 years ago in this age group. Your last 2 national champs going head-to-head, and it was the defending champs from Ohio that got the best of the U16 champions from 2012 out of Fairfax, Virginia, a 3-0 result, and giving Cleveland United the important 3 points that they were looking for in the group stage, dropping BRYC to 0-1-0 in the group stage. The final result. Cleveland United wins it. Let's take a look at how it went by for them early in the contest. Right around the 39th minute, a shot put on by Alinsky was saved, but there to clean up the miss on the rebound was J.C. Brown, making this a 1-0 Cleveland United score. Then on a long free kick, it was headed on in the wrong direction by BRYC. It found the foot of Novak, who blasted one dead center of the back of the net to make it a 2-0 contest. And then they tacked one on about 2 minutes later as driving down the left side. It was Alinsky who drove down the left side and was able to finish this one off, working with a tough angle deflected by the keeper off the inside of the right post and falling into the net to make it a 3-0 score and a 3-0 final advantage for Cleveland United. That'll wrap us up from game number 3 on behalf of our entire production team, US Youth Soccer, and all those at Turbo Sports Group. I'm Stephen Williams. Again, the final score from the Maryland SoccerPlex on field 17 is Cleveland United 3, BRYC 0. We'll be back with more coverage from the 2014 US Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard. Pittsburgh, a couple headed to the University of Miami of Ohio, as sliding out to make the grab. They come to Larkin now on the right side, leaves it forward into the box. The shot fired on. National League, neither one of them played each other though. Manoa, the shot deflected out wide. Good save made by line. Drops it off. It's still loose, just feet in front of the net. Still loose, and finally it goes into the left side of the net. Side of the box. It's loose in there. It's still loose, and finally clear. Offensive players shielding this one off. They set it up. Back going the other way. This is Alinsky. Alinsky trying to finish, and the goalkeeper comes out to take it right off her foot. Cardamone slides right in for Cleveland United. And they add one more. There is Novak, who finally is able to finish. Trying to defend its national championship, and off to a good start so far. That one off the post and deflects into the net. 3 games down already here at Field 17 at the Maryland SoccerPlex. One more to go on this opening day of group play at the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Hello, everyone. Stephen Williams here with you. Welcome back to the Maryland Soccer Complex in Germantown, Maryland, and today's Under-18 girls group play contest from the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard. Today's game features the Gretna Prima 95-96 green team out of Gretna, Nebraska, just outside of Omaha. They'll be taking on the defending national runners-up Match Fit Beat out of Bayonne, New Jersey, just 230 or so miles away from here, where we currently are in Germantown, Maryland. Match Fit will be wearing the black tops with the white shorts, and you see the Gretna Prima team, the white jerseys with the green shorts and the green numerals, Match Fit there, in the black tops with the white numerals and the white shorts. This Match Fit team coming in lost to the Cleveland United team we just saw on this Field 17. They lost to them last year in the national championship game. Now they're hoping this year to get one game further as they try to bring home a national championship in the U18 division. For this Gretna Prima team, they are in despite not playing in the National League and despite not winning a region championship. They were in there thanks to Cleveland United winning their berth into it by the National League and then also winning the region championship. So this Gretna team, as the runner-up, picked up that spot. Gretna Prima will be having the opening kickoff, and they'll be moving right to left as you and I are looking at it. Match Fit will be working left to right, and they'll have the opening kick to start the second half. Referees are ready here at Field 17, the 2 o'clock time slot, the last one for pool play here on this Tuesday now afternoon here in Germantown, Maryland. Gretna Prima, Gretna, Nebraska, just outside of Omaha, a little less than 1,200 miles away from here. So a long trip for Doug Trineri and his ladies. In net for Match Fit, Rachel Eggen. In goal for Match Fit on the opposite side for Gretna, Jennifer Grigsby. Back there patrolling net. Alexis Rinks, Taylor Seidel, Celia Perez, Summer Khalil, Maureen Bigsby, Holly Hild, Emily Stauffer, Grace Iaquinta, and Bailey Dervin. The rest of the starting 11 for this Gretna Prima bunch. On the opposite side for Match Fit, in addition to Eggen in goal, Morgan LaDuca, along with Rachel Lieberman, Lauren Hall, Alyssa Raporti, Kelsey Burke, Amanda Nardella, Victoria Pantaleo, Brianna Robinson, and Taylor Palmer finish out the starting 11 for Match Fit. Head coach Dominic Bucci. Been the girls' director of coaching there at Match Fit since back in 2009. Former New Jersey ODP head state coach. Corner opportunity coming up for Match Fit right off the bat here. In just the 3rd minute of play, working it down that left side, drawing the corner, coming from the far side of the field. Sun back out on this Tuesday afternoon here in Germantown, Maryland. It's been off and on Actually had a few sprinkles of rain during the last game at one point. Far corner, set to swing one towards the middle. Opening opportunity for Match Fit. It's bounced up into the air. Goalie went after it for a second. Now back on her mark. And now another corner kick coming up, as that one was handled well by Nardella. Nardella able to hit that one off the leg of the defender. Taylor Palmer to the near side. With the left foot, a chance to try to put this one in the center. And she'll get actually another opportunity at it, as that one was hit right off the defender there. Be a different player to take this corner kick. This would be Della Pietro. That'll try this one. That ball kicked up, and it looks like it may have caught one of the Gretna players in the face as she works her way back down the field. This, though, a one-on-one opportunity here. Streaking the other end, Stauffer working one-on-one with Lieberman, but Lieberman able to get the best of that opportunity. For this Gretna squad, this is the first ever trip for them to the national championships. They're that Region 2 representative. Ended up with that matchup with Cleveland United in the Region 2 championship, falling 3-2 to what we just saw as a very good Cleveland United team, so played step for step with them. Cleveland United already qualifying. Set up the opportunity for Gretna to get the automatic bid here out of the region. They were also the Nebraska State Cup champions. So a chance for them to prove that they belong on the big stage. For this Match Fit team, they picked up their 4th New Jersey State Cup championship in 5 years. Made it all the way to the national finals last year, had a 6th place finish and the national championship back in 2011. This team has 4 berths to these national championships through the National League. National League runner-up in 2011, a Blue Division runner-up in 2012 and 2013, and this year they were a Red Division runner-up. They had a 6-0-1 mark inside the National League Red Division. And this is a bunch that is not necessarily high scoring. They played 7 games, scored 8 goals, went 6-0-1 because they only allowed 2. Had 5 1-0 victories in those 7 games to go along with a 2-1 win and a 1-1 draw. This will be a throw coming up for Gretna on the far side. So it's a match-fit team that plays great defense and takes advantage of an opportunity every now and then. Coming out, Egyed will jump in the air to get that one. Keep it away from danger. Three separate parts to the National League. There's 3 separate times that it's played, and the teams participate in 2 of them. This match fit team played in the first and the last sessions of it. First one in North Carolina. The second one in Orlando at the Wide World of Sports they did not participate in, and then wrapped it up by playing in the Las Vegas portion to close things out. A corner kick coming up for them once again, so a third opportunity, rather a fourth opportunity at a corner kick here early in this contest. This one high and towards the back of the 18, headed toward the left post and wide. Lauren Hall, the one that took that corner kick that time, as they keep switching off who's taking the corners. Match fit continuing to attack. Could not keep that one in play though. Lieberman tried to on the near side. Unable to keep it there on the sideline though. It'll turn into a throw for Gretna. Lieberman trying to play that one forward. Robinson trying to get it just outside of the box, but it's cleared away. Iaquinta on that clearance. This is Dervin trying to move it forward and draws the foul. Our head referee in the center picking up the foul call. Into the center, headed back the other direction for a moment. Instead, though, Gretna will control it. Good touch pass that time. Controlled, and then hit right off of a defender. Trying to center it up was the group from Nebraska. Unable to do so, and this is Robinson again trying to lead it forward. The deflection cleared away by Hild. And she's there again to try to keep it from getting deep into her own territory. Bigsby now. Dribbling towards the center, drops it off. It'll come back this way. Couple of connecting passes in a row, and then finally taken away, and a foul coming up against the Iaquinta. Took down Kelsey Burke and was hit with the foul call. Pool play across all 7 age divisions. Starting today here in Germantown, Maryland. 7 different age groups, U13 all the way through U19. As there's a strong run, trying to get on the end of it was Stauffer. Unable to do so. Stauffer was tied for second at the Region 2 Championship. She netted 6 goals over that championship. Tied her for second most there, and she's been on a couple of good runs so far early in this match. Della Pietro dribbling in, centers it up. No teammate there ready to finish it off, though, as it was deflected away before that. All 7 age groups, though, getting started today with pool play. That one deflected up over the crossbar and on top of the net by Grigsby. Last second decision to swipe at that one. Popped that one on top of the net, so another corner opportunity. This will be the 5th already in the first 13 minutes There for match fit. Corner to the back of the post and buried into the back of the net off the head of Brianna Robinson. Strong corner kick, goes back post. Robinson skies over everybody, just how they drew it up, and into the net to give match fit a 1-0 lead. So it's match fit that strikes first, the quickest goal we've had so far today in the 4 games we've had played on this field 17. .13th-minute goal. If you take a look at it, look how high Robinson was compared to everybody else. Skied up above everyone and tucked it away into the back center. Strong collision between 2 players right there at midfield. Burke of match fit. And Seidel of Gretna. Another near collision between 2 players on the opposite side. Pool play today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Each team will play 1 game per day across their round robin of group play. The top 2 teams from each group in the division will make it on to the semifinals. Those will be played on Saturday, and then the championships to be played on Sunday. The only exceptions being the U13s and the U19s. Those will not have semifinals because of the number of people in those divisions. They will just go right to championship play on Saturday night. Match fit. Called for the foul there. It was Khalil fighting for the ball. Nardella the one committing the foul. This portion of the match brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer, and the Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. Don't forget that you can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to www.turbosportsgroup.com. Turbo Sports Group providing live video from 5 separate fields here at this U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Plenty more than 5 fields being played at a time, but if one of your teams that you're supporting or wanting to watch happens to play on one of those 5 fields, you can catch the games live. This one hit towards the center. Egid comes out to scoop it up. Fight for it in the box. Grigsby will scramble out, grab that one, and quickly get rid of it. A little family hanging out there. A bunch of youngsters, maybe future participants in this tournament one day. Hanging out there. The sun's out. Taking in the match. A lot of blankets and lawn chairs out here today at the Maryland SoccerPlex. Every field here at the Maryland SoccerPlex looks like this one with the exception of the stadium field they have, field number 11. That is where the Washington Spirit women's professional soccer team plays at. And they actually play there tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It's an opportunity for some of the girls' teams and the guys' teams here to go check out professional soccer. It was on the list of activities available. There's also the DC United MLS team was on that list of entertainment. They played Sunday night, so teams that were already in town had a chance to go do that as well. They had the kickoff luncheon for everything yesterday. Mia Hamm, the longtime U.S. women's national player, was a surprise guest and surprise speaker. Took some pictures, signed some autographs. Special treat for all the people that were there for that yesterday. A good way to kick this event off. And today, they get down to starting to decide who is your national champion at each age level. Match Fit out of New Jersey, already on top 1-0 after Brianna Robinson headed in the first goal of the game off of a corner kick. Give her bunch a 1-0 lead. Gretna Prima trying to get it back on the attack. Celia Perez popping that one towards the net, picked up by the keeper. They're making Egghead work a little bit. Hasn't been anything too tough just yet. It's a stark contrast between the experience levels of these two teams in these national championships. This match fit team continuing to come back here year after year after year. And a Gretna Prima team that's making its first ever appearance here. So, experience versus inexperience. Once they kick off, though, it's just another game. Into the center. Perez lost it, trying to make a turn with it and able to scramble back and go get it. Bigsby drops it back. Quinta into the middle. This is Perez again. Match Fit has their lead. That's generally been good enough for them so far this year. Get that one goal edge, and they've been able to make that stand up more times than not. Into the center. Stauffer was unable to touch that one to herself, and now the counterattack on the other way. Trying to set up. Pantaleo had it deflected away from her. That time by Lauren Ney. But it'll set up another corner kick opportunity, the 6th already for this match fit team. Della Pietro to the near side corner, set to hit this one. High up in the air, Robinson was back there looking to receive it again, but instead it was hit prior to and popped up over the net. Dropping it to the near side, Bigsby now trying to dribble back towards the center. Giving up ground just a little bit. Popped up. Stauffer towards the box. Egyed, though, comes over to take it away. Long ball from Egyed over the top of everyone. The back line of Gretna, all that was left. Set it up, though, for match fit in the offensive end. This is Robinson. Plays it across the center. Deflected out of there by Ney. Breeze starting to pick up around here, making it a little bit nicer with the sun out when it gets a little warm.
All right, buddy, I gotta run.
Right side, driving towards the net. Chipped on by Stauffer, but into the hands of Egyed. Good centering pass by Khalil.
What's your status tomorrow?
Stauffer trying to finish it off, but wound up in the hands of Egyed, who again hits another long punt all the way to the opposite end. Egyed and Della Pietro, two players that are getting set to continue playing together as teammates. They're headed off to Maryland. So they'll be playing up in College Park when their college careers get started. So they'll be playing as teammates there as we get set for our first sub. Coming up at the next opportunity, it'll come on the part of Gretna Prima. Good move, a bunch of moves put together on the part of U18, and then was taken down. The Gretna bunch looking for the foul call, although there's not going to be one that comes. You watch U18, made one person miss, got through a second and a third, and then was taken down before she could get through and have a chance to finish that move off. '14 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Coming to you live here from Germantown, Maryland. Just outside of Baltimore and also Washington, D.C. Goal kick coming up and a trio of subs coming on for Gretna Prima. Audra Keene getting set to come in along with Susan Baca and Taylor Karras. Seidel comes off, as does Stauffer. And also Bailey Dervin coming off as well. So 3 for 3
I know that's for Germantown and all that.
for Gretna Prima.
Contact me with,
Getting some subs off the bench
Washington Metro.
here in the 28th minute. A foul committed from behind that time by Khalil. Took down Taylor Palmer, and the head referee hit her with the foul. The other Group B teams in this one include the Beach Football Club out of California and Sting, the soccer team out of Texas. Those two playing right now over on field 10. Wrapping up the Group B play in the Under-18 group so far. Tomorrow, this match fit team will match up with Beach, and Gretna will take on Sting. The Gretna Sting game will be right here on field 17, and we will have it for you live. Clean look for a moment for Baca. Couldn't get anything off, though. An attempt that time by Perez was blocked. Finally, Baca does get one off and hits it out wide right. They're going to say the shot by Baca, before it sailed out wide, was deflected by a member of Match Fit. So it'll be a Gretna corner kick coming up. An opportunity for them to search for the equalizer.
I'm Greg Watson.
No, you're not. It's Craig from Florida.
No, I'm the real Greg. I'm the SOA from Maryland.
Okay. I was like,
Right, Cross?
absolutely.
He knows
I
me.
know Greg Watson.
He knows me. But he's
Yeah.
okay.
You're the better one.
The better looking one.
Hey, my brother by a different mother. That's right. All right, I just want to check with you. Bring your stuff tomorrow, please? Yeah. 7:30, you get here by 7:30?
Coming out to get that one was Grigsby out beyond the box. Had to hit that one cleanly in order to get rid of it. This portion of the match brought to you by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. 31st minute of action here from field 17. Stephen Williams here with you in Germantown, Maryland. Final game of 4 on this Tuesday afternoon. Pool play, day 1, wrapping up with this matchup here on field 17. Crossing, dangerous pass that time on the part of Match Fit. Got all the way through, and Grigsby, rather than gamble that no one was going to be there, played it safe and punched it away. Pass got all the way through. Nobody there on the receiving end of it, but just in case, pass that played it safe, so now they'll get a corner kick opportunity out of it. Della Pietro to the near corner, set to hit this one towards the net. Looking to connect and make this a 2-0 contest. Hits it high, back post again, and that time it's headed in the right direction for Gretna Prima. Khalil on the move. Gretna coaching staff urging her to keep going with it. Plenty of room and space. Leaves it forward now down that right side, going for Keene, but a little too far out in front for her to keep cleanly. Four subs for Match Fit. coming in the next opportunity. Match Fit still holding on to the 1-0 lead. They gain the advantage on a Brianna Robinson header off of a corner kick back in the 13th minute. Quinta made a couple of good moves earlier. Tried to slip a pass through the middle that time. Had it deflected and taken away. So far, the chances have been pretty limited for this Gretna team offensively, as a foul committed by Match Fit there in the middle goes against Pantaleo. And now the 4 subs will come on. Robinson will come off. See what other 3 make their way off the field. Pantaleo comes off, as does Lauren Hall. Also, Kelsey Burke comes off. Casey Palmer in, Margaret Larson on. Danielle Krejci and Taylor Shanahan, the 4 that all subbed in for Match Fit. Now the substitutions will get ready to begin for Gretna in a second. 3 of them up off the bench, looking like they're getting ready to come in. 35 minutes gone by, 1-0 the score, Match Fit in front. Throw deep in their own end coming up for Gretna here. From that far side, launched into the center and headed away out of danger. A nice job, and now a potential breakaway. Here goes Larson. Larson will try to fire one at the net. Tough angle, and it winds up right into the arms of Jennifer Grigsby. That play set up by the hustle of Rachel Lieberman. Won that ball away, had it deflected into the other end. Larson unable to finish it off, though. Trying to connect with Baca there. Unable to do so. Defender stepped in, and now Della Pietro walks in and just takes that one right off the foot of Gretna. Rinks going to that far side, dribbling back towards the center. Gets it right back, and her chip into the center winds up on the foot of a match fit player. 38th minute of action now. Krejci leaves it forward. Lieberman there. Had it deflected out of bounds as she takes a spill. A throw coming up, and here comes the trio of Gretna subs. Anna Hurlbut, along with Madison Knapp and Josie Knapp, all coming on. Iaquinta comes off, as does Perez. And Rinks, Alexis Rinks comes off as well. So both teams well into their reserves here late in this first half. Krejci on the throw-in. This is Palmer. Cleared over the sideline. So it'll belong to Match Fit again on a deep throw. That one on the clear wound up in the road, rolling down it, just behind us.
Gotta get Casey's feet. That's not her feet. Case, pull her all the way in the box and wait for you to get it. Leave.
Still a 1-0 game. This one playing right along to the Match Fit strategy that they had in that National League. Had 1-0 leads and were able to make those hold up 5 times, winning 1-0 in 7 games.
Sit in more. Let them do the work up top. You're sitting up too high. You're good. You're good. Don't let them out. Great step closer. Maddie.
To the left side. Cleared away on the part of Audra Keene. A nice job to get that one away from the 18. Egged. Able to get that one back to midfield. Force Gretna to reset. Khalil. Plays it in with the left foot. Gets through everybody and all the way to Egged. We'll roll it out of there and start the attack for Match Fit.
Maddie, far side, slide back to half help. Right, just come in a little bit. There you go.
Throw in from Karas.
Still be an outlet.
Winds up with Keene and trying to find Baca, but a couple of feet too far out in front of her. Goes humming by. Winds up with Egged, who will just stand there until she's forced to pick it up. The opportunities haven't come with as much frequency here later in this half for Match Fit as they did early on. Match Fit got a ton of opportunities early in the match. Able to capitalize on one of those off a corner. They had a bunch of early corner kicks in this match, able to make the one count. And so far, that one has held up in a 1-0 game. We've played 3.5 matches today here on this field, and in none of those have we had 2 separate teams that scored. Been a shutout each of the first 3 games. .42nd minute of action as we approach the halftime break. The teams will get about 15 minutes and then come back 45 more and wrap things up. Hurlbut tried to cross. The cross was deflected though. That'll result in a Gretna Prima corner kick. Good opportunity here in the final minutes of this first half to try to tie this match up. Khalil on the far side. Drives one short. Has it deflect back out to her. A second opportunity at it. The touch too strong, though. Goes over the end line. And it'll go right back to match fit. Forward run, trying to chase it down this time was Larson, but picked up by Grigsby just before the attacker could get there. 44th minute now. An opportunity or two potentially left for Gretna to tie this one before the half. They play it back. Khalil trying to cross. Able to get it into the box. They drop it back. It's chipped up and over the crossbar by Hurlbut. A little too strong. Had it set up well right at the 18-yard mark. But a little bit too strong. Chipped it high. And a goal kick. This is Palmer. Palmer has it taken away and cleared off, giving Knapp an opportunity. Hurlbut into the center. Keene drops it off. Hurlbut gets it back. It's going to be 1 minute of added time tacked on to this first half. Again, no scoreboards, no clocks here. So the referee responsible for that time out there in the center, the fourth referee on the side, informing everybody of how much time is left. As that long ball is played by Grigsby. BRYC sent it a long way downfield, and Grigsby was the only one there to get it. And there is the final whistle to end the first 45 minutes of action here on Field 17, Group B play of the Under-18 Girls National Championships. Nearly coming to a close here on day number one. Match fit with a goal in the 13th minute. A header from Brianna Robinson off of a corner kick from the near side, accounting for the only scoring in this first half so far. That the difference in this game. 1-0 to score. Match fit on top of Gretna Prima as we hit the halftime break. This match is presented to you in part by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer, and the presenting sponsor of the National Championships. Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. The Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. Don't forget you can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to www.turbosportsgroup.com. Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. The Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pins supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. And MLS. U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. You're watching coverage of the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard. We'll be back from the Maryland SoccerPlex with more, including first half highlights, right after the break. Stephen Williams back here with you in Germantown, Maryland at the USU Soccer National Championships at the BRYC. It's match fit out of New Jersey, the national runners-up from a year ago, on top 1-0 over Gretna Prima out of Omaha, Nebraska. And here's how it happened. Corner kick in the 13th minute. Look how high Brianna Robinson is up for that header off the corner. Puts it in the center of the net to give match fit its 1-0 lead. Then later in the first half, watch the move. Iaquinta past 1, past 2, past 3, and then knocked down right there on the edge of the box. No foul call. Essentially one to remember if this holds at 1-0, and nothing was called there on that play. That would have either been in the penalty kick range or just on the edge of the 18-yard mark. So Gretna Prima back out onto the field, match fit as you see, in the black tops with the white shorts, the white lettering and numbers. Gretna Prima on the opposite side wearing the white tops with the green numbers and green shorts. They'll switch ends of the field. Match fit will work right to left and take the opening kick. Here to start this second half for Gretna, they'll go left to right as you're looking at it. 45 more minutes left on this pool play day 1 here at the USU Soccer National Championships. Referees making sure everybody's good, getting the watch set. Robinson in the center, set to kick things off here in this second half, and we're officially underway. Getting that goal in the 13th minute. Since that point, they've been able to hold off any Gretna threat to this point. There have not been many, and there won't be one there as it's too strong, and it goes for a goal kick coming up. Rachel Egyed still in goal. Back there for match fit, about to take this goal kick on the opposite side. It's still Jennifer Grigsby. In net for the group from Gretna, Nebraska, just outside of Omaha. Earning the spot in the national championships for the first time in their club history. Longwood will wind up in the match fit bench for a Gretna throw. This under-18 group all chasing after the Francis J. Frank Kelly Cup, the name for the trophy for the under-18 girls national champion. As the back line for Gretna there, able to keep that effort away once it reached the box. Celia Perez dropping it off. Khalil that time, not able to keep it in play. Lieberman trying to drive forward, dropped it off, ends up with it back, and then pops one towards the net that's picked up out of the air.
Hey man, my recording laptop went down. I did that thing and I had to restart, and I can't get the screen back up. All right, bye.
This is Palmer on the attack. Slid out of there by Hild. Hild in there on that back line with Laura Ney. Also Madison Knapp along the back line. Josie Knapp in the midfield. Taylor Seidel in that back group of defenders. Gretna on the attack. This is Bailey Dervin. Drops it off for Madison Knapp. Knapp hits one towards the net, but it flutters out wide right. Off towards the parking lot. Beyond the goal up there. Long trek up there for Egyed to track that one down. Player down in the middle. That was Dervin that took a spill. Fighting for that loose ball. Match fit playing it forward. Shanahan dropping it off. They try to give it back and go over to Robinson, who's looking for a second goal. Instead, it winds up with Shanahan again. Gets tangled up in her feet, and they're headed the opposite direction. Pantaleo plays it down the near side. No foul coming up as Casey Palmer hit the turf. Referee says nothing wrong. Perez being defended from behind. Robinson now. Dribbles into the center, trying to get around a defender, trying to set up an angle as well, and couldn't quite get the hips turned enough to fire that one at the net, and instead left it out to the right side. She was trying to dribble around the defender to set things up, but needed to create an angle for herself and was unable to do so. Grigsby with a goal kick that goes right over the sideline to her left. Giving it right back. Again, Matchfit's best offensive attacks came at the very beginning of this contest.
Just shut Wildcats down just to get you started. Do what you need. Watch your head. Check the black magic thing, yeah. Shots down here.
Popped out of the box. The Gretna back line trying to hold off Matchfit here. Good back heel that time for Palmer. And then they're going to hit Palmer with the foul call. Working against Madison Knapp. The Matchfit side thought they had a clean play. But the foul went against them. And a free kick opportunity.
Oh yeah, it froze. So I closed it, restarted it, and it said it reader crashed.
'53rd minute of action. Lieberman, the deep throw in the corner, able to get it right back. Robinson.
Second half in the middle. Okay. Cool. All right, thanks for helping. Yep, you do it. All right, boys. Here we go. Full strength.
Egyed from the 18-yard mark launches one across midfield. Matchfit As we mentioned, the national runner-up last year, falling to Cleveland United, who's back in this year's national championship, so potential for them to see each other again. Opposite groups for those two teams, though, is this match fit team trying to get back to those finals that they were in last year, hoping to pick up a victory, though, this time when they get there. Anything is unprecedented here for Gretna. Never been here before. So new territory, unmarked territory here for this Gretna bunch from Nebraska. Action continues. Day 2 tomorrow. 8, 10, 12, and 2 here at Field 17 and every other field that these games are being played on here at the Maryland SoccerPlex. 5 featured fields for you through the Turbo Sports Group, bringing you live video from those particular 5 fields, including this one, Field 17. There's a shot fired and tipped just high of the crossbar. That ball ripped off the foot of Dervin, knuckled towards the net, and Egid. Egid was the one who was forced to jump up and tip it just high of the crossbar. Strong rip that time by Dervin. So it sets up a corner kick here for Gretna, still looking for the equalizer. We have yet to have one of those here today on Field 17. Perez hits the corner, up in the air, flicked backward, touched by Dervin again with no angle to work with, and hit the side of the net. See, Dervin gets set to rip this one 25 yards or beyond, and it made it difficult. That ball definitely hit it into the net. Just high, didn't get a hand on it. Able to get just enough of it to deflect it high and up over the crossbar and keep this at a 1-0 game. Match Fit's been leading now for over 40 minutes of this one. Pantaleo coming to the near side. And it'll be a throw coming up for Gretna. This portion of the match brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer, and the presenting sponsor of the national championships. Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. '57th minute and counting. Here in this second half, both sides searching for a victory and 3 points in group play. Match Fit more than halfway there, but still more than 30 minutes to try to hold off this pesky Gretna bunch. That one a little too strong, and Pantaleo couldn't control it and keep it with her, but it turns into a deep throw from the defensive corner for Gretna. Ends up right back with Match Fit. Chipped into the center. Palmer, left side, able to sneak one by Grigsby, and it's a 2-0 contest. So Casey Palmer, a reserve in the first half, able to get loose in the box, keeper committed, and Palmer puts it in the left side. So 2-0, Match Fit now in the uphill climb, a little more difficult now for Gretna. This match fit team, as Baca hits one towards the net, and an easy scoop up for Egya to get. This match fit team last year in group play was a perfect 3-0, 5 goals, only 2 goals allowed, as they were able to advance on. They knocked off the BRYC team, the Braddock Road team we just saw prior to this one, defeated them 1-0, able to pick up a victory over the beating Thunder team that's back here in this tournament again. 2-1 later on in that. So they had some good wins in group play. As you get a chance to see the goal, again, a good chip in, a good touch by Palmer
Chipped
off the
into
chest
the
right to
center.
herself,
Palmer,
and a one-time
left
right into the left side of
able
the
to
net,
sneak
beating
one by
Grigsby.
Grigsby. And it's
So
a
2-0 as two players from Gretna hit the turf together. Strong tackle made that time by the third defender, Hild, to stop Shanahan, who was on the move. '61st minute here from Germantown, Maryland. 2-0, match fit, trying to pick up 3 points so that they can be sitting atop the Group B standings when the afternoon is done. 3 points guarantees you the top spot, either a tie or all by yourself. Match fit, 9 points last year in the group stage. That is a perfect 3 wins, 0 loss, to 0 draw record. That's what they're eyeing again this year. Robinson and Palmer have the 2 goals for match fit to this point. Gretna down multiple goals now, trying to get the deficit cut in half. Baca collided into there. Couple players each hit the turf. Both number 2s battling each other. Morgan LaDuca defensively for match fit, and now it's Palmer that starts them off on the attack again. Robinson out to the left, trying to send it through to her. Grigsby, though, is going to go over and get to it first. Gretna just yet to get too many opportunities at the net. Need to get a couple of them now, and they need to finish them off. Baca, the cross, but right into the waiting arms of Egid, the goalkeeper. Subs coming in now for Gretna. A trio of them getting set to come on. The ladies in white. Alexis Rinks comes back in place of Madison Knapp. Maureen Bigsby coming on for Josie Knapp, and the other one looks like she's going to hold off for a second. Offsides flag put up. Puts an end to that effort from Match Fit. 64th minute now. It was the 13th minute when Brianna Robinson netted goal number 1. Casey Palmer netting one in minute 58. Baca doing a nice job right there on the sideline to keep possession and then had it taken away. Palmer, who's been good in the second half, tried to chip one at the net. Loose out in front, still loose out there, and finally cleared away. Precarious moments there for Gretna, so close to being down 3-0. Now the other sub will come in for Gretna. Emily Stauffer, their leading scorer during the regional, comes on in place of Susan Baca. Going to that far right side, trying to track it down. As Danielle Krejci able to get to it right there in the corner. Unable to hold on to possession of it, though. Goal kick coming up for the ladies in white. '67th minute of action here at Field 17, Germantown, Maryland, the site of the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Opening game of 3 for these two teams. One today, one tomorrow, and one on Thursday. These teams hoping, though, they get more than that. They're hoping for Saturday and Sunday games as well, as Egget has no issue with that one coming at her. Gretna still on the attack, trailing 2-0. That one, the touch a little too strong from Alexis Rinks. Lines up with Egid. Back there in the box. Those fans wisely taking shade. Trees lining the perimeter of the field here at Field 17. And that's where you'll find the fans at. There's pockets of fans underneath most of the trees across the way from us. On the opposite side, you see them in the shade. It's warm outside if you're sitting without shade right now with the sun beating down. Sun out as much in this game as it's been and all the other games combined. Just a couple hours ago, a few rain showers sprinkled down in the game right before this one. Rinks pops this one up. Perez looking for it. Touched it to herself for a moment before Lieberman came in and took it away. Then a trip coming up. See if the card comes out. It looks like it's going to. Referee with the card in his hand. Puts it out on Margaret Larson of Match Fit. Taking down Gracie Aquinta. So a free kick coming up. Dervin the one, set to hit this one. Not too much further out from where she ripped one earlier that forced a save, and she'll force a save here. Although Engian didn't have to put out near the effort to make the save on that one. Two players right there looking for a clear, and neither one able to get it all the way away. Pantaleo ends up creating a goal kick here coming up for Grigsby. 71st minute of action. (2-0) Match Fit on top of Gretna Prima here in our fourth game of the day here at field number 17. In this portion of the match, brought to you by Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Less than 20 minutes remaining in regulation for these two. Match Fit trying to match what their counterpart in last year's national championship did. Looking for 3 points and a victory in the opening game of this year's group play. Cleveland United able to do that with a 3-0 victory over Braddock Road, BRYC, and the game right before this one here at field 17. Match Fit a goal away from an identical result. This is LaDuca continuing to drive. Drops it off. Pantaleo. Sliding left footer that's deflected wide by Grigsby. Good effort that time from LaDuca and Pantaleo. But Grigsby able to cover up the lower left 90 and keep that one out of the net. Just able to do it as she crashed into that left post. So another corner kick opportunity coming for Match Fit. This time it'll come from the near side. Here in the 73rd minute. Lauren Hall to the near side of the field. The reserves for Match Fit, most of them up and walking around, stretching out, trying to get loose to come into this one. That one will fly through everybody. Untouched, and it'll be a throw coming up for Gretna. Match Fit players all getting up. Looking like they're all getting set to come into the game. Here late in this one. Just 17 minutes left before we hit stoppage time. All of them checking in with the fourth referee over here on the sideline. who checks in all the subs. He's also responsible for stoppage time, and he just about
Hold on, James.
had that ball take him out.
His scaffolding did, though. Sit like that. Sideways. Change destination.
Second touch, able to find Lieberman, who's then collided into, given no space to work that time by Alexis Rinks. And now subs getting set to come on for match fit. 3 of them step to midfield, ready to step on. Looks like Robinson will come off. Hall also comes off, as does Larson. Della Pietro, Burke, and Nardella. The 3 that trot on to sub in for match fit. So some fresh legs out there now for match fit, already leading 2-0 with 15 minutes left in regulation. Pantaleo has her crossing attempt denied. Nifty move there by Palmer, but another defender came in to help knock it away.
Bailey, how you doing? Come here, you gotta break out with this.
On the move, this is Stauffer.
Go in the backside. Catch it back, catch it back.
Stauffer had a couple of chances early, hasn't had much of an opportunity here of late after being their leading scorer in the regional round. This is Della Pietro cut off. Nice job by Holly Hild stepping in to cut off the path, that time of Della Pietro. Strong tackle put on that time by Laura Ney. Ends up taking down Casey Palmer. Match fit, tried to rush it on and play quick. Referee whistled that dead quickly. Three more subs coming on for Gretna. Khalil will come off. Hurlbut comes in, as does Audra Keene and Taylor Karras. Taylor Seidel comes off as well. Closing in on 10 minutes to go.
Sorry, James.
Foul from behind takes Hurlbut to the ground. So Gretna will get the free kick coming up.
Sorry, Jeff. Jeff, can I have some, please? Oh. What's she doing?
This one's loose down around the box. Egid had an offensive player. Stauffer right down there with her. And never actually picked the ball up for a second. I guess, look, it got outside the box and had to wait till it got back in before she could pick it up. So she had to play it with her feet outside the box until she got it inside. Here's an opportunity for Stauffer. Stauffer cutting off the angle. Ends up earning the corner kick, though, for Gretna.
Corner's yours again, but stay there first.
Perez coming to the near side,
Move back to the middle.
where she'll take this corner opportunity.
Right there, stay there. All right,
Match fit with just about everybody crashing into the box.
all the way over, Jeff.
Already stationed there. Perez right into the center, punched away with two hands. Egid, no issue getting her hands on that one. Off to the left side, the chip up and over the crossbar. As clean a look as they've had in this one, and it was Stauffer again who had the chance at it. Keeper charging out. Just needed to chip it right over the top, but chipped it a little too hard over the crossbar. Stauffer all by herself. You watch Egid charge at her, just needs to chip it
Left
up and
side,
over.
the chip
Just
up
a
and
little too
over the
strong.
crossbar. As clean a
What a
look.
tough afternoon for the ladies from Nebraska. 81st minute of action now. Need 2 goals in the next 9 minutes. We've seen that done already today. Game right before this one.
It was actually like 80-30, but it was the 81st.
Cleveland United
I'm trying to make West feel better.
getting 2 goals in about 2 minutes or so. Right around the 79th, 80th, 81st minutes. Picked up the second and third goals of the game,
Wow, that was strong.
picking up a 3-0 victory.
Here we go.
Less than 9 to go before stoppage time here. Gretna needing to get one here shortly. Gretna's had a couple of good looks or good shots towards the net. Bailey Dervin had the one earlier that was knuckling at the net. That took a good save by Egid to punch it up and over the crossbar. Seen Stauffer just a second ago and need just a chip to get it up and over. Instead chipped it a little too hard. There have been a couple of opportunities here. They just haven't been able to finish them off.
Wrong team. I was getting excited. All right, Jeff, give me some fans, please. Everyone's in.
Krejci let that one go out over the end line.
I guess taking a nap. Is that what they're?
One guy who's seen enough. No more for him over there in the lawn chair. Pleasant day. He's in the shade. There's a nice little breeze. He's called it an afternoon.
Yep.
Coming to the near side of the field, this is Perez looking for an opportunity, trying to drop it off for Dervin. Dervin able to get there, but also a defender getting there at the same time, and they'll just clear it over the sideline. Clock will continue to run, and now they'll have to hurry up a little bit. when it's time to go get the ball and get it back into play.
Throw in, Jeff, please. To your left. To your left. Up to your right, sorry.
Alexis Rinks will be the one that'll toss this one in. And a nice job able to keep it in play down there in that corner. The foul goes on Pantaleo. A little too physical there. Working against Rinks. Took her to the ground.
All right, James, get ready. Zoom in a little bit. As soon as she strikes it, move over toward the back post, I'm guessing.
Perez in traffic. Egyed comes out to grab it. One attacker flying in front of her, a couple coming behind her, and she's right there, calm and collected in the middle to grab it out of the air with no trouble at all. This is Stauffer again. Gretna continuing to push everybody forward, trying to get every opportunity they can.
Straight across, Ryan, the other guy. Their broadcast has been good all day, just like ours.
Goal kick coming up, though.
The guy in the stadium field, James, his first match didn't work until 10 minutes left in the match.
So Egg get a chance
The TV trucks that came,
to get rid of it.
fields we walked down to yesterday. The guy has a TV truck and didn't even turn on the audio until the second game. They had no audio until the second game. He's supposed to be like a, he's supposed to think like, think he's pro, and it's just absolutely embarrassing. Oh, and by the way, those guys that didn't have the audio, they didn't show up till 7:10. I mean, I understand if you're like tired, you don't want to do something, but if you commit some money and
Lieberman driving into the center of the field. They give and go, trying to get it back. Able to keep it from going over the end line. No one there quite ready to finish it home, so it's sprayed over the sideline for a throw coming up as we hit the 86-minute mark. So down to the final minutes here of this one. Match Fit looking to pick up the 3 points and sit atop the Group B standings after one day of group play.
I mean, y'all are just there to help. Y'all are doing the toughest job. I mean, those guys are, he's the one.
And a sub coming on now.
2 fields, too, he shows up.
Late in the match here for Match Fit. Taylor Palmer will come back on
No, he's running, he's got 2 fields there doing.
after starting the match for them in the first half. Alyssa Raporti
Yeah, just run a couple cables.
hobbling a little bit as she works her way off.
They could come later, but they still have nothing ready.
Match Fit now just kind of stalling out the clock over there in the corner, earning throw after throw after throw. Perez winds up with this one, puts it in the center of the field. Hurlbut's touch a little strong. Nardella has it taken away from her. This Gretna bunch, give them credit. They've been after this one, especially since that second goal was scored. They've created several good opportunities for themselves. Just have not been able to find one that could hit the net. If this result were to hold as is, it'd be the 4th straight shutout we've had in 4 attempts on this field today. Stauffer taken down. No foul called. Hurlbut kept it alive. The centering pass, or a shot rather, whichever one it was, off the left foot of Maureen Bigsby, picked up by Egyed, who's just a couple of minutes away from a clean sheet for her in this one. It'll belong to Match Fit again over there on that side. For Match Fit, they'll be taking on Beach FC. On field 10 tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That'll be their second of their 3 group play games. For Gretna, they take on Sting out of Texas. That's a game that we have for you here on field 17 tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We have games tomorrow just as we did today here from field 17. 8, 10, 12, and 2 again. We'll mix it up a little bit tomorrow. I believe some under 14 games will hit the field 17 over here. Have a under 14 boys and under 14 girls and under 18 boys and under 18 girls. Closing in on 90 minutes here. Stephen Williams with you in Germantown, Maryland, wrapping up the 4th game of the day and the 4 games that we have for you here on this day 1. Ryan Brown produced for us all day long. And then the guys that have done the difficult work, James Gunn and Jeff Watson. They've handled all the tough work up on the scaffolding, picking up all the good shots for us, and showing you all the action here from Germantown. So big props to all those guys for making this happen. The difficult jobs. Into stoppage time now, waiting on the final whistle. 2-0, Match Fit in front. Final opportunity, you'd think, here for Gretna, as that ball will spin away. And there are the final whistles, and that will wrap up our 4th and final game here from field 17. Your defending national runners-up, Match Fit Beat out of New Jersey, picking up right where they left off in last year's national championships, picking up a win in group play, staying perfect the last 2 years in the group play, and tossing the shutout today over Gretna Prima in their first ever national championship game. In group play, they come up without a goal, going scoreless, 2-0. They take the loss, and for Match Fit, they pick up the 3 points in group play and are off to a good start and trying to get back to the semis and give themselves a chance at getting the national championship they were hoping to get last year and came up 1 game short of. 2-0, Match Fit takes down Gretna Prima in game number 4. The final. Match Fit takes the opening game of group play over Gretna Prima out of Nebraska. A couple of goals, one in the first half, one in the second half. Here from field 17 in the first half. Watch Brianna Robinson sky up on the corner kick, able to get the forehead on it, heads it down into the center of the net to put Match Fit up early. And then this one, well executed. Casey Palmer touches it to herself, and then one time off the hop.
Left
Sneaks
side,
it to the left of the keeper,
Grigsby,
Grigsby, and into the left side of the net to make this a 2-0 game at the time, and that is how we finished and wrapped up day number 1 here at the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. A successful day 1, and we'll be back day 2 and day 3, Wednesday and Thursday, 8, 10, 12, and 2, here from Field 17. On behalf of our entire production team, U.S. Youth Soccer, and all those at Turbo Sports Group, I'm Stephen Williams. Again, the final score for the Maryland SoccerPlex on Field 17 is Match Fit Beat 2 and Gretna Prima 0. We'll be back with more coverage tomorrow from the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard. For my producer, Ryan Brown, the camera operators, James Gunn and Jeff Watson, Stephen Williams saying so long from Germantown, Maryland.